Hi, this is Loretta coming at you with another video, and I just finished another mini album. And this mini album, it's a scrap lift from the Button Farm. They did not have the kit available any longer, and I had a lot of the elements that went into the project. So what I did is I just scrap lifted as much as I could. And what I couldn't scrap lift, because I didn't have the materials or I had other materials that I wanted to use, I just improvised there. So anyway, we'll get started here. And where we have something different, I'll let you know. I had an 8x8 paper stack of the old Curiosity Shop, and then I had 4 12x12 sheets of the collection. So I didn't have quite enough paper, and especially because this is an 8x8 album, and so the outside of the album is larger than 8x8, so the papers were not large enough to cover it. So I had to go with some papers that were not in the Graphic 45 collection, and those that I used were, I used this paper here, which is from Prima Printery. And then I used this paper here, which is just generic paper from the Paper Studio. And this is also a generic paper from the Paper Studio. And this is too. And so where I did not have enough Graphic 45 papers, I've used these. I thought the colors were close enough that it would work. And so that's what I did. I also had both of the chipboard element sheets from the old Curiosity Shop that I did want to utilize in here as well as the stickers. So, although this is a scrap lift from Button Farm, it doesn't exactly follow along. And I'm telling you all of this because they don't have this kit available on the Button Farm. I don't know if they're going to have it available or not on the Button Farm, so I'm just letting you know that ahead of time in case you see this and you want to get the kit. I don't know where you get it. Like I said, I just used elements that I had already on hand to go along with it. So that said, let's get into the book. And this is the cover. And as you can see, it's got a lot of layering. I used that Hobby Lobby sheet down below. And then I covered a piece of chipboard with a piece of paper from the collection. And then this is from the chipboard collection, and this is an element from one of the sheets of paper right here. And this was the idea from the Button Farm. I did not have the clear bottles, so I used the amber bottles, but I felt like that worked real well. And the little labels are from Seven Gypsies. They're just the little, here I'll show you. Here's the little labels like this. Rather than use the really thick chipboard pieces that came in this chipboard album, this is a Maya Road chipboard album, I just went ahead and took some thick craft cardstock, cut it down to 8x8, and used that for my inside pages, because I didn't want the book to get too terribly bulky. Then this is a sticker, this postcard, and this is an element from the optical, it's an eye chart element from the, I think it's called Optical Oddities from the collection. This is a piece of chipboard that's covered with paper from the collection, and then a chipboard element and another chipboard element, and that's just a piece of seam binding. On the spine, I just used a scrap of the paper, a scrap of the packaging, and a couple of stickers. And then on the back, I used an 8x8 sheet of paper that was not large enough, so I used a sticker from the sticker sheet. And then I just layered a couple of stickers and a chipboard element on the back. And let's go ahead and get into the book. You open it up, and as I said, a lot of this design is not my design. I scrap lifted it. I'm sure a lot of y'all scrap lift. I hope y'all don't mind looking at something that's scrap lifted. Some of it doesn't follow it because I didn't have the materials, but I just feel like I got to say that because I don't want anybody to think that I designed this all. And so I'm going to use this book for my photographs from where I went to cosmetology school, because I just felt like it would fit the paper line real well with the mannequins and the wild hair at the hair shows and that sort of thing. I just felt like it would fit my pictures real well, so I've already put my student ID in here. This is just paper from the collection. This is that paper that I showed you that is just generic paper from the Hobby Lobby. I used the bottom part of a sheet, the strip that you cut off, that says Graphic 45 right here, and this is a sticker, and then this is border, and then I've just left this open so that I can slide something behind it. This next page is the paper, chipboard element covered with the paper, 2 chipboard elements from the collection that I've just tied hemp twine on the top of, and then this is a sticker from the collection. And then for my student ID, I just punched a hole in the page and tied a piece of hemp twine, and then tied a bow around the plastic piece that held my student ID, and then put my student ID on there. And I thought that turned out real cute. The next layout looks like that. Trying to make sure I'm as much on camera as I can be. These pretty much follow the exact layout from the Button Farm, just that I used the 8x8 papers because it's what I had on hand. And I didn't have enough of the paper, so I used some of that Prima Printery paper here, and then I used some of that Aqua Paper Studio paper right there. And then these are just paper strips, a sticker strip, and then an element from the sticker sheet. And then the next layout looks like that. And this is a tag that I cut from the Printery collection and tied some seam binding on the top. And then this is from the sticker sheet, and this is from the Optical Oddities. It's an element that's cut out. And then I did utilize another small piece of the strip that you cut off the paper that says Old Curiosity Shop Collection, just because I thought it was really cute. And then this is just a paper from the collection, another eye chart, and then a sticker and a sticker. This sticker here is mounted on foam tape. And then it's, again, left open there so that I can slip something behind it. The next layout looks like that. And this is a transparency element from Glitz Love Games, the Peekaboos. And then these are just papers and stickers that are glued together. And again, I did utilize a piece of that strip. And then this is another paper from the collection. And some little elements, a chipboard element. And again, I've used the hemp twine. And this is one of the stickers from the sticker sheet. And then the next layout looks like this. And here again, we've used the transparency element from the Glitz, one of the eye charts, and a sticker, and I've left that whole panel open. Over here, the same, one of the transparencies, an eye chart, and paper from the collection. Next layout looks like that. This is actually from the packaging. Eye chart. This is the chipboard elements and another chipboard element there. And then this is cut from one of the 12 by 12 papers that I had, and I just used it to make a pocket and used one of the stickers right there. And then this is also from an element from the 12 by 12 paper that I cut out. And I just left it open on that side and put a little bit of border on either side there. And the next layout looks like that. And it's some of the paper, an eye chart, and a chipboard element. This is some of the Paper Studio paper, and then some of the paper from the collection, a sticker, and a little strip of paper from the collection. This is the last page, and it's just paper from the collection with a sticker and chipboard from the collection, where I've used the hemp to tie a bow. And then on this last, the inside cover, I cut out 3 elements from the 12 by 12 paper, another eye chart, another element from the 12 by 12 paper, and a transparency from the Glitz Peekaboos. And I glued all of these elements together and then just left them open on this side. So anyway, that's my mini album. And I just love the way that it turned out. And I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. And until next time. Bye now.